Joining me now, 2012 presidential candidate and radio talk show host, Herman Cain. Herman, good to have you with us.
Thanks, Lou.
We're looking at these pictures. I don't know if you can see them, but your reaction. Robert Zimmerman was here, superdelegate for the Democratic Party. Obviously, he's talking about this is just Democratic activity. What do you think? Do you think that's what we're watching, and does it concern you or disturb you in any way?
Well, it's a reaction to the fact that the Bernie supporters feel betrayed twice when Bernie dropped out of the race, and now he's saying seeing kumbaya with Hillary and support Hillary. And secondly, they now know that the DNC worked to basically make Hillary the nominee. It was a selection process and not an election process. That's what these people are upset about. They feel as if they have been doubly betrayed. That's why they're demonstrating.
And you know, as you say, betrayed. To be honest with you, based on what we have seen from DNC leak, hashtag DNC leak, the emails, some 20,000 of them released by WikiLeaks, I don't understand why every Bernie Sanders supporter isn't upset with the Democratic National Committee, because there is sufficient evidence that they manipulated and colluded with the candidate who ultimately became the party's nominee. It was an absolute subversion of those voters who you see they're now demonstrating. I'm actually astonished at their good manners and the relatively modest level of frustration they're exhibiting. How about you, Herman?
Right. Make no mistake about it. There isn't anything that Bernie Sanders says that I agree with. Let's make sure we get that clear. However, his supporters feel as if they have been out there supporting him for nothing. And now he's asking them to support Hillary Clinton. This convention tonight and the rest of this week will be no news, no new leadership. That's what's going to come out of this convention this week, Lou. Bill Clinton speaking tonight, no new leadership, no new news. That's going to be the dark convention versus what they claimed the Republican convention was. At least the Republicans talked about some new ideas. They had new leadership. And that was a big difference between what we're going to see here. And when they are not going to talk about ISIS or Islamic radical terrorism, it just basically thumbs its nose at the American people because they don't want to face the real problems that we face. So these protesters are just upset that they have been double-crossed and deceived twice.
More demonstrators in other locations crossing the fence, apparently. Not many, certainly not many, at least that I've seen.
Right.
Herman Cain, what does Bill Clinton have to do tonight? He's got to navigate pretty carefully his wife's political ambitions and her desire to win the presidency, and also his record as president and a changed Democratic Party.
What Bill Clinton has to do, he can't do, because Bill Clinton is going to be about old news, old leadership, and old ideas. He doesn't have any new ideas that he can promise people that his wife is going to bring to the party. So he has an uphill battle. I believe it's going to be some of the same old themes that he's going to put on the table, and it's not going to inspire anybody. He was able to inspire people when he ran for president because he made a lot of promises, some of which he claims that he kept, but he can't do what he needs to do. And what he needs to do is to come clean with the American people. They aren't going to do that at this convention. Bill Clinton nor Hillary Clinton. That's going to be another disappointing speech.
Herman, thanks so much for joining us tonight. Herman Cain.